Geraldine, we're going to call this meeting to order, please. Okay.
You know my name.
Clerk, call the roll.
Mayor Mabry.
Here.
Councilmember Newman.
Here.
Gomez.
Here.
McCall.
Here.
And Gillespie.
Here.
Would you please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, we're going to go ahead now and go to public comment period. We have public comment at the beginning as well as at the end of the meeting. And if you'd like to say something in public comment, just come up to the microphone. Does anybody here like to speak to the council? If not, we have the two department heads are here tonight, and I thought we may have some folks that would be here concerned about some issues with the water. So I thought we'll just have a chance to visit with them briefly, and then we're going to send them home for the evening. They don't need to stick around. So we had three rain events in July. One of the wettest Julys that I know of, and normally we have drought and you're not mowing your yard. It was interesting to watch the rain events. All three were in many ways totally different rain events. There was people that had no water issues on the first or second rain event, then they had it on the third rain event. And as you council members know, we've talked about this at our last council meeting. Sometimes people get water in their basements from surface water where their sump pump can't keep up with it, and then sometimes we have sewage backup that comes up through their floor drains, and we know with like Vern Sonograph through his toilet. So the thought was that the council would just visit briefly with our department heads. I know as Jerry and I were talking, since Jerry's been on the council the longest, that we've made great strides in trying to remedy these situations. As Jerry and I were talking about how we invested money on Thompson Street to take the excess overflow of a heavy rain and take that water out to a lagoon that was built, and that is a gravity out to the lagoon and then it's pumped back whenever they're ready to take in that water to treat it. We've had areas over by Greencroft where we've done some bypass around the Metro Center, and we had over at Fox Creek, we worked on some areas there where we spent money. So I would just say, again, we're not grilling anybody tonight, but I would just say to the department heads, as we all know, it's very emotional, and the time to go look at these things, unfortunately, is when the rain is going. It might be 2 in the morning, or it might be the last rain event. I was out at 10 o'clock at night, but the whole point would be is that's the time to look at it. If I could, then Tim's in charge of wastewater and potable water, and then Aaron is in charge of, I call the surface water, the storm water. And Tim, just if you could give us an overview, and you can just come to the microphone, just be real casual. How about that lagoon out there? Is it doing what it's supposed to be doing? And because it seemed like this third rain is when Thompson Street had residents south of Thompson, like on Lake Street and also on South Chestnut, that had sewage backup. So go ahead and just give us your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I believe based on what we're seeing is the amount that goes to that lagoon. It's 4 million gallons, which is what it holds. And it was taking water through all the events. We did, because we knew there was a possibility of some rain coming again, we do bring it back into the system to make room for the next event. We don't know how big that next event's going to be, but you just got to prepare for it. So we did do that. There was plenty of room. We did not get to the point where it was completely full in any of these events. The guys did monitor that. So I believe it, served its purpose. You've only got certain size pipe that can get it there. So once those pipes are full, there's not a whole lot you can do other than whatever's going is going, and it's trying to make all this. We all know when a pipe's straight, it's going to go. As soon as it makes a bend, it's slowing stuff up. It's got to go through pumps. Pumps can only pump so much, so it's getting there as quick as it can. Unfortunately, when the ground gets saturated like it is now, it's going to look for relief. Sad thing is, relief is basement sometimes. I&I, as they call it, infiltration, inflow, can come through service laterals on homes that have any tree roots that possibly have intruded through there, broken them, old clay pipe. There's still some Orangeburg in this town. So there's various ways that water can get back towards the basement foundation, or basement through a foundation, mortar that's, you know, bad on some of these older homes. But yeah, I think that lagoon's done a great job, and it served its purpose. I wish we had about 3 or 4 more in town that we could kind of set various locations to help with this problem. It just space a lot of time, effort to put in, you know, to do that. Not that it can't be done at some point, but just engineering, all that. So.
And Tim, for the council members that are newer here, let's say if you're down on Thompson Street and you're flush your toilet, and that goes from Thompson Street, help us out, goes down to 5th Street, right? It heads east on a normal flow, and then tell us the whole route it goes before it finally gets over by that. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, it goes down Thompson Street, gets to 5th Street on a normal flow, and then at 5th Street, it will head north to Park Avenue. Park Avenue will make another turn and go down Park Avenue East to the lift station on the corner of Park Avenue East and 6th Street. And then from there, it's pumped down 6th Street. That would be north, and it goes so far, and then it gravities and goes through the field by Liberty Village, out just north of Liberty Village, and gravities the rest of the way to the plant. So there's a lot of turning and pumps it's got to go through. So, you know, that's always been one of those. That's why they did what they did on Thompson Street, was to have that straight through on the bypass or on the overflow, was to help eliminate some of those turns and pumps and just gravity it out there and catch a big pipe heading out south. So.
Okay, very good. And we have one more time. How many lift stations do we have?
12.
And how many of those are set up on SCADA that you're getting your?
We're at 9 right now.
So we got 3 left to do if we want to. Those are not maybe the ones that. Those are the ones that probably give you the trouble, right? Or the less prone to give you trouble.
Correct.
The 9 prime ones are.
Yeah. The ones that are constantly that we've seen in the history are monitored through that. So yeah.
And check valves. I mean, are there a fair amount of people that don't have them, or do you think we're?
Oh yeah, there's quite a few that don't. There's a lot out there. I was just thinking the other day. I was going through the folder because someone had reached out to me to ask about their check valve when it was installed, and I went through the folder and I didn't count how many, but my folder's at least 4 inches thick of papers, and over the years, and this one happened to be installed 10 years ago. But there's still plenty of homes that could utilize this. As a matter of fact, that gentleman called me who's been in this town for years, didn't even know that existed, that program. And he was very excited. He's got a home, and he's also has a rental home that he's going to put one in each. So we do still offer 4-inch and 6-inch at no charge, as long as a licensed plumber installs them.
Really? Okay. And I mean, any idea what the resident would have to pay for the plumber to?
I don't know. I don't have any idea.
$1,000 or?
I wouldn't even.
Yeah.
They're usually more than that. I checked with someone. They can range anywhere between $4,000 to $6,000, depending on what you put on, how far they have to dig. I mean, it varies depending on the house.
Depths are going to determine a lot of that. But yeah, I don't have any idea. I try and stay away from that.
But at least we're offering the valves for people that want.
Yes.
Okay.
And they're always in stock out at the wastewater plant, so we just a phone call and we can make the arrangement.
Council, any other questions?
Just out of curiosity, as far as the drainage pipes, how big are they? And how much water can they carry as far as what the capacity?
Drainage pipes, Aaron's.
The drainage or the sewage?
Sewage pipes, we vary from about a 6-inch pipe, and we go all the way up to a 24-inch pipe, which is a main line, feeding the plant. I don't know capacity-wise, how many gallons can go through that, right up. It'd be something I could figure out, but I could let you know that in the matter, by tomorrow morning easily. But
and obviously the big pipe is kind of a concentration of all the pipes that are heading towards the same location.
It's all feeders that are coming to that main 24-inch line, and there's 2 that run. There's an 18 and a 24 that run parallel with each other, and they both are feeder pipes. So.
And frankly, we can't engineer a sewage system based on the worst case scenarios.
No, you never could. They base a lot of the pump factors, when they size a lift station up on 100-year rains. And, what's a 100-year rain? You tell me, because it changes every year, it seems like. And so and then EPA permitting only allows certain size of pumps based on the homes it's servicing. If there's 20 homes, 100 homes, so.
Okay. Yeah.
So you're limited on that as well.
Any questions from the council? Any more comments? No, we're good. Anything for Aaron? Aaron's the guy with the surface water. He's the guy with all the water. It looks like a water slide that goes to him. Okay. Well, we appreciate the department heads coming tonight. And we thought we were going to have a few more residents, and hopefully the press will convey. Again, we're going to repeat this. I remember Mayor Quirm used to repeat this, and Mayor Kane, and I'd sit in the audience thinking, that's something I'm going to repeat, is you can't put your sump pumps into the city's sanitary sewer system. That's just a big no-no. You're just creating problems for your neighbors. And we paid over the years to have gentlemen. I remember 20-some years ago, a gentleman went from house to house, and he actually looked in your basement to check, and that's not our goal to do that again. But you gotta be a considerate neighbor and kick that water out into your yard, not into the city's sanitary. That's just a direct violation of what it's not working for us at all. Gentlemen, you can go ahead and leave. Okay? Thank you for coming. Okay? Good. Council, thanks for your input and questions. We're good. We're going to go on now with any additional public comment? None? Okay, very good. We'll go ahead and the approval of the minutes, please.
I move that we approve the minutes from our regular council meeting on July 21st, 2025.
Second.
Motion and second. Is there any questions or comments from the council concerning those minutes? Seeing none, clerk call the roll.
Councilmember Newman.
Aye.
Gomez.
Aye.
McCall.
Aye.
Gillespie.
Aye.
And Mayor Mabry.
Aye. Thank you. Now we're on to invoices with City Clerk Shannon Penny.
In the Department of Accounts and Finances, we have $58,745.59. In the Department of Streets and Public Improvements, $102,561.97. The Department of Public Safety, $153,433.15. And the Department of Public Property and Utilities, $263,949.34, with a grand total of $578,690.05. Mayor, all council members present have confirmed the review of all invoices, and they're now submitted for disposition.
I move that we approve the invoices as presented.
Second.
Motion and second on the invoices. Any questions from the council concerning those invoices? Seeing none, clerk call the roll.
Councilmember Newman.
Aye.
Gomez.
Aye.
McCall.
Aye.
Gillespie.
Aye.
And Mayor Mabry.
Aye.
Next on the agenda, we have Resolution R-25-024, authorizing sale of surplus real estate.
I move that we approve resolution R-25-024.
Second.
Motion and second. Is there any question from the council? This is that little lot that we're selling over there on Washington Street, I believe. No questions or comments? Clerk call the roll.
Councilmember Newman.
Aye.
Gomez.
Aye.
McCall.
Aye.
Gillespie.
Aye.
And Mayor Mabry.
Aye. And now we're on to City Manager Teresa Whitnauer, please.
The only thing I have listed here is the police pension report for June of 2025.
Anything else?
No.
We're good. Okay, very good. So under Mayor's report, if I could, Tom, sorry to jump here on this, but tomorrow night is community night out. Would you please address that so the council can know what's going on with that, and we're all excited about that. But this is how many years you've been doing this now?
Well, I've been here 7. We've done it every year, and I think they were doing it before I got here too. It's been around for quite a while. So tomorrow night between 5 and 8 down at Zeering Park is National Night Out. Seems like every year PEG finds more and more stuff to add, more exhibits, and community groups show up to it now. We're going to have the Moose Lodge is making hot dogs, and there will be other people there that will have food and snacks and things like that. I think everything's free. Police cars, fire trucks, vehicles from the various city departments, some other people that have some pretty cool big equipment and stuff. They're going to bring it out and just have stuff for kids to walk through and touch and all that kind of stuff. And so I think we'll probably have some canine demonstrations, we'll have the drones out there, so something for everybody to see.
Good. Thank you, Tom. Appreciate that. Yeah, I was there last year, and it's sure fun to watch the kids get real excited. It's a community event that is a great thing. A couple of things, as mayor, like I say, you get some good things and some bad things, and the good thing is when you're on Main Street early in the morning watering, you get a chance to say hello to people. And I was in front of the Knox Hotel about a week ago, maybe 10 days ago, and I was watering the flowers there. And coming out of the Knox Hotel was a extended family. You just kind of get the sense that it might have been grandma and then the mother and then the kids. And I said hello to them, and I asked if they were visiting Princeton, and they said yes, they were here for Festival 56. And the one mom said, my son is in the different plays, and we came, and they drove out from Rhode Island, and so that's a commitment. You had to come out, and they spent 3 days in Princeton. They spent their evenings at the Knox Hotel, and they enjoyed Princeton, and at 6:30 or 7 in the morning, they get a chuckle out of the mayor, watering flowers. And I had my little business card. Yes, we love those business cards, and gave my business card welcome to Princeton. Then, here we are 10 days later, and my mail at City Hall was a nice little thank you note. And I just want to read this, because I think it's all reflective on our community. It's not reflective on the guy at 7 o'clock in the morning watering. Dear Mayor Mabry, it was a pleasure meeting you outside the Knox Hotel last Monday. I am writing to let you know how much I appreciated your town's hospitality. I came to see my grandson perform at your local theater. The people we encountered in your restaurants and local shops were all warm and friendly and welcoming to me and my family. I especially am impressed with your community's enthusiasm and generous support for the arts. Thank you, and signed Barbara Schneider. So that's a good one for all of us. It's a reflection of what we got going on. It's a reflection on Festival 56 and what they bring to town in so many ways. So congratulations, Festival 56. They finished their season last, I think it was Sunday night with a cabaret. So good for them. With that all said, we'll move on to, is there any old business before the council? Is there any new business before the council? Is there any additional public comment? Last call. Geraldine? Anything? No? Are you sure?
You missed my words?
Well, it's always fun, Geraldine. We appreciate that. We do. And let's see, so this Friday is another street concert?
Yep, it's face to face. This weekend, or Friday. So it's Elton John and Billy Joel.
Great.
So,
Great.
and then we've got the Bureau County Fair is the following weekend. Is that right, Jeff? Or did I get it wrong again?
It starts the 20th, same day school starts here.
Another week after
Yeah.
that. So summer's almost over, but it's not slowing down. So and Homestead's right around the corner.
And that's right, Teresa, we're about 30 days out from Homestead. Labor Day's early this year. So.
Man, Bruce Street looks pretty good over there.
The only thing missing is the pedestrian sign.
Yeah.
So
No,
it does look so much nicer. So much nicer.
it'd be good.
I know Nance is coming back to do that last little leg of sidewalk in front of Pizza Cellar, on the north side of Pizza Cellar. It'll take it to the alley. I visited with them today, so they're working right back on that. Yep. Very good. Okay, with that all said then, we'll go ahead if you would, Jerry.
Move that we adjourn our regular council meeting this evening and reconvene for our next council meeting on Monday, August 18, 2025, 6 p.m. at City Hall.
Second.
Motion second, clerk call roll.
Councilmember Newman.
Aye.
Gomez.
Aye.
McCall.
Aye.
Valesky.
Aye.
And Mayor Mabry.
Aye. Thank you for attending this meeting. Adjourned, and feel free to stick around a bit with your council members.